What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. As you can see from the title of this video, I do want to talk about the little bit of information that we have about the upcoming season of The Real Housewives of Potomac. There has been yet another brawl, y'all, and I do have some thoughts to share. But before we jump into it, I do ask that you please hit the like button on this video. You know that it will help me so much because YouTube will recommend this video to more people who have similar interests. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I offer a variety of content. I'm really inspired by Love and Marriage Huntsville, of course, as you can see from my latest content. I love just seeing how Melody has been so resilient over the past 3 years after leaving Martell. And so I love to talk about subjects that really talk about women uplifting ourselves and coming out of some dark situations. I do some reality TV star interviews, like with Melody's mom, Miss Van. I truly adore her. And I even talk about my natural hair care journey, like with my locks. I washed them Wednesday night, 2 nights ago. So I just love the ease and low maintenance of having dreadlocks. Wonderful. Okay, so let's jump right on in. So I'm sure you all have heard, such wonderful content creators have talked about it. DJ Richie Sky, Kempire, Scotty by Nature. They talked about how we have learned via TMZ about this huge brawl that has taken place during filming of The Real Housewives of Potomac. You may be wondering who were the two ladies who were fighting. They were not full cast members, y'all. Both friends of the show. A young lady named Kiana, who's friends with Candace and Dr. Wendy Osefo, and then Deborah, who's friends with Ashley. And if you remember season 7 of The Real Housewives of Potomac, which I think was by far the worst season, just really inauthentic. Deborah, she was one of the women who tried to lie and say that allegedly Chris Bassett was inappropriate with her. She's married, and again, a friend of Ashley's, and I just didn't appreciate the cap because that can literally ruin someone's life when you're lying. And then there are some people out there who are predators, who are meddling and harassing and stalking and disrespecting people who are not interested in them sexually. So don't play with that type of accusation. So that's why I don't F with Deborah, Ashley's friend on The Real Housewives of Potomac. But y'all, of course, I cannot play the footage because TMZ would get me, as well as Bravo would get me. So I definitely cannot show the video. I am going to try and play the audio. I don't know if you can hear it though, because it'll be on my Instagram and I won't be sharing my screen. So never mind, I won't even attempt because I don't even think that you can hear it. But anyway, it is like fight. If you want to see it, you would simply go to OMFG. Someone tried to call me, but the MacBook is so smart. It can see that I'm filming and it didn't let it ring, but I just got a pop-up. But if you go to OMFG Reality TV on Instagram, you can see this footage. They are fighting and then they get knocked down to the floor. And then Deborah is like talking even after the fight. There is a police report, y'all, which I should try and look that up. I'd have to figure out where this club is, though, right? To figure out, or even the police department that filed the report. Like was it county sheriff's deputies or was it like the city police department? I'll work on that. But there's a police report. And reportedly, Candace told officers that someone threw a drink at her, and her friend Kiana says that she was hit in the forehead with a glass before getting pulled down to the floor in the physical altercation. Y'all, this is crazy. Now, you may be thinking, well, what's the big deal? A fight is a fight. We've seen fights on plenty of reality TV shows. The reason why this is a trip to me is because when Monique Samuels was still on The Real Housewives of Potomac, Giselle did this whole soliloquy about how, our show was the show where we did not have any physical altercations. We did not fight, and we are Black women. And in 5 minutes, you took all that away. I remembered her words because I thought it was BS. And then Dr. Wendy Osefo said, professional, educated women like me, we have to fight so hard to get a seat at the table. But people like Monique are a reason why we can't get a seat at the table. And then Dr. Wendy Osefo, we know that you'll drag somebody. We know that you practice ultimate self-control when it comes to Mia. I can watch season 7 right now on Peacock. Best $5 a month you will ever spend. That Peacock subscription. But anyway, I just feel like they have come to eat their words, and it is sooner than later. I don't know what Monique Samuels did to manifest this type of, circling back. But we all know that Giselle, she is so hypocritical and inauthentic that she will try to spin this at the reunion for season 8, and she'll try to validate this physical altercation. And she will say how it's just so different from Monique and Candace's fight. Another thing that I want to point out about the Real Housewives of Potomac, because they're so, especially with Bravo, they're just so anti-physical fighting. And I'm not saying that that's okay to put your hands on people, but it is for some people a human way to react. Now, sometimes you're defending yourself if the other person hits you first. But for some people, it could be their natural way of settling things, right? But anyway, when you break it down for Potomac, this is literally the 3rd physical altercation in about 3 years. The first one, we had Candace and Monique, and that aired in the fall of 2020. I do believe that it was filmed in the fall of 2019. But then we had a couple of seasons later, you had Mia and Dr. Wendy Osefo. You know what though? No, this is really the 4th one. So it's been season after season after season. Oh my gosh. So in my analysis, I thought I was just going to be sharing 3. But Mia's very first season on the show, which was the season after Monique Samuels left, Mia threw salad at Candace. And then Candace picked it up and threw it back. So I think that could be considered assault. Even like if you grab someone's cell phone or hit someone with a cell phone, that is too. But Mia did throw the salad at Candace, and Candace just threw it back. They did not fight. But, depending on who you ask, you might say that that was a physical altercation. Some of you may disagree. So if you don't count the salad tossing, then it's just 3 altercations in about 3 years. But if you do, then it's 4. And then we had Mia throwing drinks and her purse at Dr. Wendy Osefo. She was assaulted by Mia, y'all. And she's really being merciful towards Mia because, she could have filed a police report. She could have tried to seek out charges. It was ridiculous. And because Dr. Wendy Osefo has too much to lose, she not only has 3 kids, but she is educated, I'm sure, off of student loans. Like, she cannot afford to lose any of her streams of income. And then we have this latest Brawl. So again, I'm going to post the link from the Instagram page so that you all can check it out. You want to see the footage from TMZ. It's a trip. But it's the hypocrisy for me. Why don't you just say sometimes it's a human reaction to being attacked, to having your back up against the wall? They showed Monique Samuels absolutely no grace. And I'm not even the biggest fan of Monique Samuels anymore, not after how she treated her husband on Love and Marriage DC. And it was such a huge contrast to how she moved on Potomac. I just kind of feel like how she moved on Potomac was just like all a facade. So I felt kind of, played. But when it comes to her and Candace's physical altercation, I feel like the women were very judgmental and very hypocritical. But you all let me know what you think about this latest Brawl that we're going to see on the upcoming season. Again, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I hope you all have had a fabulous week. I'm going to go back live soon because we have to talk about, the latest recorded audio of Miss Ariane. But thank you so much for checking out this video and take good care. Bye-bye.